All right, these are 210 notes. The first thing I want you to do is over here in the corner. I want you to do a solid dot. I want you to do brackets, less than equal to, greater than equal to. Other side, open dot, parentheses, less than and greater than. What we are doing today is exactly like what we were doing when we had yesterday, when we had absolute values with equal signs. The only difference is we flip the sign when your answer is negative. Let's look at this first. X is less than or equal to 5. I need to break that into two problems. X is greater than or equal to 5. X, we know it becomes a negative 5. We have to flip our inequality. After that, we graph it. And then we write our interval notation. Pause it if you need to get this stuff written down. All right, now we're going to look at this. X is less than or equal to 8. We break it into two problems. X is less than or equal to 8. X is greater than or equal to negative 8. When I made that negative, I had to flip my sign. Now we just graph it and do our interval notation. Because those are ands, they run together, so the interval notation is very easy to do. So, what does all this mean? It means that when you have a problem that when you get down to your absolute value bars is greater than or equal to or greater than, it means your problem will be an or, and your arrows will go in opposite directions. If you get less than equal to or less than when you get down to your absolute value bars, it'll be and they'll run together. So let's look at this first one. Number 1, we're down to our absolute value bars, and the information up there, because this is a less than, it's going to tell me that this is going to be an and. X is less than 7. X is greater than negative 7. Let's graph that. All right, now that it's graphed with the open circles and it's an and, I need to write my interval notation. Parenthesis, negative 7, 7, parenthesis. Look at number 2. Greater than or equal to. X is greater than or equal to 4. Or, it's going to be an or. X is less than or equal to negative 4. I had to flip that over. Graph it. Our interval notation would be negative infinity, negative 4 bracket, or bracket 4 infinity parenthesis. I can look at number 3 and I just know it's going to be an or. This one I'm going to have to do a little solving. I'm going to go ahead and break it up. Well, my stylus isn't writing. X minus 1 is greater than 6. X minus 1 is less than negative 6. I've got to add 1, and I get X is less than 7. Add 1 over here, and I get X is less than negative 5. All right, so we're going to graph it, and it'll turn out to be an or. Our interval notation would be negative infinity, negative 5, parentheses, or, parentheses, 7 infinity, parentheses. You would do number 4 just like you did number 3. It would turn out to be an and, so they'd be connected. But I just want you to make sure you know that the first answer is 7. The second answer is flip the sign in negative 7. All right, turn on to the back. Number 5 is similar to numbers 3 and 4. I get to go ahead, since I don't have to move anything, and just break it into the two problems. 2x plus 5 greater than or equal to 3. 2x plus 5 is less than or equal to negative 3. I move my 5. 2x is greater than or equal to negative 2. X is greater than or equal to negative 1. On the other side, I'm moving my 5. I get a negative 8. On this side, I have x is less than or equal to negative 4. We'll graph it and do our interval notation. All right, copy down that graph and that interval notation. And we're going to look at number 6. Before I can break this into two problems, I have to get that 1 to the other side because it's not inside the absolute value. So to move a minus 1, I just add 1. And to both sides, and I get the absolute value of x plus 3 is less than 6. Now, it's time to split it into 2. So I get x plus 3 is less than 6. X plus 3 is greater than negative 6. Subtract my 3's. On one side I have x is less than 3. On the other side I have x is greater than negative 9. Graph it, open circles on 3 and negative 9. And there it's an and, so they'll run together. Interval notation, parentheses, negative 9, 3, close parentheses. In number 7, it's that 3 that I have to get moving before I can change it into two problems. I'm going to divide both sides by 3. That gives me the absolute value of 2x plus 8 is less than or equal to 10. All right, I don't have anything else on the outside of my absolute value, so now I need to say 2x plus 8 is less than or equal to 10. 2x plus 8 is, less than or equal to negative 10. Flip my sign, make it negative. If I worked those out, you would get x is greater than or equal to 1, or x is less than or equal to negative 9. When I graph those, close circle on negative 9, going that way. Close circle on 1, going that way. Interval notation, negative infinity, negative 9 bracket, or bracket 1, infinity parenthesis. Number 8, I have this divided by negative 2 I have to deal with before I can do anything else. The opposite of division is multiplication. Absolute value of 4x minus 8. I moved a negative right here, so I have to flip that sign. Greater than or equal to 12. Okay, I don't have anything outside my absolute value, so now I can break this into two problems. 4x minus 8 is greater than or equal to 12. 4x minus 8 is less than or equal to negative 12. If you work those out, you should get x is less than or equal to 5. Greater than or equal to 5. X is less than or equal to negative 1. Graph them, do your interval notation. All right, copy down that graph and interval notation. We are going to just set up 2 more. We're not going to work them all. So when I look at number 9, I have two things that are outside. I've got the 10 and the minus 3. Well, we know when we're working big, hard problems, the first thing we move together, we kind of do the opposite. We add and subtract. So now I've got 10, absolute value of x minus 4 is greater than 50. Now it's time to move that 10. I'm going to divide. Now I'm left with x minus 4 is less than 5. Okay, now that I don't have anything outside the absolute value, I can break it into two problems. X minus 4 is greater than 5. X minus 4 is less than negative 5. Let's look at number 10 just to how the setup goes. So I have a 1/2 and I have a plus 11 that have to go away. I'm going to have to move that plus 11 first, so I subtract it. 1/2 4x minus 4 is less than or equal to 4. If I divide by multiply by 2 over 1, or you can divide by 1/2, either way, I end up with the absolute value of 4x minus 4 less than or equal to 8. Now, since I don't have anything else outside, I need to split it. 4x minus 4 less than or equal to 8. 4x minus 4 greater than or equal to negative 8. You could solve those out and graph them. Now, if you look on the next page, or the next group of pages, flip over. On these two pages, I need you to do number 4, number 4, number 7, number 8, and on this next page, I need you to pick any two off of this, 9 through 14, but you just pick 2, okay? Send me a picture of your notes. Send me a picture of 4, 7, 8, and any 2 you want to do on the other side, and you'll be done. Thank you.